Balsera and I am from Black Bee. And for today's video, I am going to discuss and explain the classification of my own fingerprint pattern. And we are going to use the classification formula by Henry Dalton, FBI, with modification and extension. Take note na meron tayong 6 na classification, which is the primary, secondary, sub-secondary, major, final, and the key classification. Lahat ng ito ay iisa-isahin natin para makuha yung classification na ilalagay natin doon sa nasabing formula. So, let's start. Ito yung classification formula na galing kay Henry Dalton, FBI. So, the key, major, primary, secondary, and sub-secondary, and the final. And this one, this is the denominator. And naglagay tayo nito para dito natin ilalagay yung classification na nakuha natin doon sa 6. So, magsisimula tayo sa primary classifications. So, what is primary classification? Ang primary classification daw ay ito yung resulta ng summation of the all numerical value ng wool pattern, which is the WCDX, where it is expressed by the numerator and denominator, and dinadagdagan din ng 1 or the arbitrary counts. So, ayan, na-identify ko na yung fingerprint pattern ko, which is sa right hand ko, simula sa thumb and papuntang little finger is ulnar. And sa left naman, simula sa thumb, left thumb to left little finger is ulnar. So, ang susunod na gagawin ay numbering the natural sequence. So, starting with the right thumb and ending with the little finger. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, ang right hand, simula dito sa right thumb is 1, right index is 2, right middle finger is 3, right ring finger is 4, and the right little finger is 5. So, dito naman sa left hand, the left thumb is 6, the left index is 7, the left middle finger is 8, and the left ring finger is 9, and the left little finger is 10. So, ang sunod na gagawin is kailangan natin i-identify yung even fingers and the odd fingers. Ang even fingers ay magsisilbing numerator, ang odd fingers naman ay ang denominator. So, ang even fingers, base doon kay Dalton, is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And ang odd fingers naman ay 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And after that, magle-label tayo ng value na binigay ni Dalton, which is right hand is 16, 16, 16, 8, 8, 4, and sa left hand naman is 4, 2, 2, 1, 1. And after natin malabel, dito na natin hahanapin yung WCDX, which is a world pattern. So, uunahin natin yung even. So, sa even, hanapin natin sa even, di ba ang even is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Titingnan natin kung siya ba ay pasok doon sa WCDX or pasok siya sa world. So, ang 2 is ulnar 0. Ang 4 is ulnar 0 pa din kasi hindi siya world. Ang 6 is ulnar 0. Ang 8 is ulnar 0. Ang 10 is ulnar, 0 pa din. So, sabi nga, maglalagay tayo or magpa-plus tayo ng 1. So, plus 1. So, dito naman sa odd, which is, ang odd numbers is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Hanapin natin din kung world ba ito. So, ang ulnar is no. So, 0. Ang 3 naman is ulnar, 0 pa din. Since lahat to ulnar, lahat ito 0. So, magdadagdag ulit tayo ng plus 1. So, the final classification niya is 1 over 1, which is, it is a lowest classification. Ang purpose nito is para hindi tayo masiro sa classification, kaya laging may dagdag na 1. So, ilalagay natin dito sa primary classification is 1 over 1. So, the second classification is the secondary classification, which is, it is divided into 2, which is the capital letter group and the small letter group. So, in a capital letter group, it is symbolizes by capital letter of the pattern represented by 2 index finger, which is the right index finger and the left index finger. Appearing on the right index finger, ito daw ay magsisilbing numerator, while ang left index finger naman ay magsisilbing denominator. So, dito, ito yung capital letter. So, ito lang yung kukunin natin, which is, isusulat natin siya sa capital. U. So, this is the capital or the secondary classification. Isusulat natin dito is U. So, the third classification is the subsecondary. And, ang finger na kinoconsider lang dito or focusan natin is the right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, and the left index finger, and the left middle finger, and the ring or left ring finger. So, dito, para makuha natin yung classification niya, kailangan natin ilagay yung ridge count na nakuha natin doon sa pattern natin, which is, ang right index is 13, ang middle or right middle finger is 8, ang right ring finger is 10, and dito naman sa left index finger is 5, and dito naman sa left middle finger is 12, and dito naman is sa left ring finger is 13. So, para ma-identify natin ang ridge count nito, ay kailangan natin alamin ito. So, ang ring or ang index finger, ang ridge count niya is 13. So, it is an outer because it is 10 or more ridges outer. Ang right middle finger, it has a 8 ridges, so that it is inner. Ang the right ring finger, it has a 10 ridge count, so it is inner. So, dito naman sa left hand, ang left index finger has a ridge count of 5, which is inner. Ang left middle finger, which has a 12 count, it is outer. And the last one is the ring finger or left little finger. It has a ridge count of 13. So, it is inner. So, ang fingerprint classification is outer, inner, and the denominator is inner, outer, inner. So, ilalagay natin siya dito sa formula, which is dito sa subsecondary. The numerator is outer, inner, and the denominator is inner, outer, inner. So, the fourth classification is the final classification. The final classification is the ridge count on the loop appearing in the right little finger, which is this. So, kailangan natin dito ilagay yung ridge count ng little finger natin. Ang ridge count ng right little finger ko is 7. And dito naman is 15. So, sa fingerprint classification niya is kukuhanin lang natin yung 7 or the ridge count 7 and 15. So, this is the fingerprint classification. So, ilalagay natin dito 7/15. So, the fifth classification is the major classification. Kung sa final classification is nag-focus sa both little finger ng dalawang hand, dito naman magpo-focus tayo sa right and left ng thumb. So, para ma-identify natin kung medium, small, or large ang ridge count, kailangan muna natin ilagay yung ridge counts dito. So, ang right thumb ko is my ridge count na 15. Ang left thumb ko naman is my ridge count na 17. So, 15, titingnan natin dito sa right thumb if saan siya pasok. So, 15, pasok siya sa medium, 12 or more. So, it is medium, 15. And dito naman sa left thumb is 17. Pasok siya dito sa 12 to 16. No. Dito siya pala pasok sa 17 or more ridges. So, it is a large ridges. So, it is the final classification or fingerprint classification in major classification. So, ilalagay natin siya dito. Major classification niya is medium and large. So, the last classification is the key classification. The key classification represent the ridge count of the right first loop appearing in a set of prints, beginning with the thumb of the right hand but excluding the little finger. So, dito, pwede tayong kumuha ng kahit anong loop sa any set na to, basta yung unang loop na makikita natin. Since ang little finger is ginagamit sa final classification, di na natin siya isasama. So, since ang set or ang lahat ng set ng pattern is ulnar, dito tayo sa right thumb kukuha ng key classification. Ang ridge count nito or ang ridge count ng right thumb ko is 15. So, since it is the first loop, ito ang kukunin natin na key classification. The 15 or the ridge count, 15. So, this is the key or the fingerprint classification in key classification. Ilalagay natin siya dito. Dito, 15. Only in the numerator. And that's all. This is the complete classification of my fingerprint pattern. And so, thank you sir for watching and listening. Yun po yung naintindihan ko kung paano kuhanin yung classification ng aking fingerprint pattern. So, that's all sir. Thank you.